Hey y'all, it's Fortune Frankly and welcome to Fortune Frankly Fridays, where we do DIY home decor and more. Now obviously the 90s is one of the best decades ever. I was born in the 90s, enough said. It was also the decade that gave us supersized McDonald's fries, access to the Warner Brothers studio stores in the mall, and the year we were blessed with Destiny's Child. And now that y'all remember, this is DIYing the Decades, 90s edition. In this series, I take popular trends from past decades and make them into more modern DIYs. I already have a 2000s version of this video, which I'll leave linked up above. Now I want you to go into your garage, go into your attic, find those cassette tapes and those mom jeans. Well, don't y'all have mom jeans? Aren't they back in style now? And get ready for some nostalgia feels. Let's get started. For this first DIY, we're going to be making some earrings inspired by a very, very popular girl from the 90s. Her name is Lisa Frank. Lisa Frank was the it girl in the 90s and the early 2000s. And I know I had a bunch of school supplies that were all Lisa Frank. And I actually still have this box from that time. She's beauty, she's grace, she's everything space. And I received that in the 3rd grade as a gift from my Secret Santa. It'll one day be worth millions. For this project, you'll need Lisa Frank stickers, resin, and some earring clasps and hooks. I lost the footage of me picking out the stickers, but I'm just going to take a couple of them, kind of trying to match them. They're not exactly the same sticker, but they are like a similar size and a similar print. And yes, I found these stickers at the Dollar Tree. I live there now. Now I'm going to mix up some resin. You've seen me use resin on this channel before. Just mix equal parts A and part B, and you're good to go. Now I'm going to cover the stickers with resin. I tried to elevate them on this silicone finger covers on some wax paper. I do recommend the wax paper since the resin won't stick to that, but I do not recommend these silicone things. It didn't stay balanced on there, but eventually I got a silicone mold that I could set these stickers on top of. Now I did see a tutorial for this on a blog called EPBot. I will leave it linked below. They did a Star Wars sticker pin version of this and it came out super, super great. And I'm just gonna go in with a lighter and destroy the air bubbles in there. Be careful not to burn your sticker because you know, I made that mistake a couple of times. This wasn't the first time. You see a little ash in there and that's because I burnt it. Once the resin has dried, I just painted the back of the sticker white. This helps with stickers that have a white background. The background can get a little bit muddy, so making it white in the back helps that white show through. And I'm just gonna put resin on the back as well. So I'm going to put one of the loops for my earrings into the resin so that it's really, really stuck on there. This will create a really nice bond and you won't have to worry about your earring coming apart. So I gave my resin about an hour to cure, a little bit more so it wasn't as viscous and can hold that hoop in without it falling all over the place. Once that's cured, you're ready to go. Put all the loops on your earrings, however long you want, whatever style you want, and your earring is done. So for project number 2, we're taking some inspo from one of the most ubiquitous pieces of decor in stores and shops, and that's the iconic neon sign. Now a lot of people on YouTube here have made a neon sign. I saw the Sorry Girls do it quite a couple of years ago, but I'm gonna show you anyway because it's coming from me. Obviously it's different. For this project you'll need aluminum wire, EL wire, and super glue. Starting with the aluminum wire, I'm going to shape it into the word I want. I decided to go with the word lucky because, you know, it goes with the theme, it goes with the brand. So you can go with that word too if you're feeling lucky. You know, the footage of me shaping it was kind of boring, so I skipped it for y'all. But once your shape is finished, all you're going to do is super glue that EL wire onto your aluminum wire. I did try the hot glue, you know, just to see if someone was lying and that the hot glue really worked, but it didn't work for me either, and I'm okay with that. I'm using multiple pieces of this purple wire I found from the Dollar Tree, so I'm gonna have to hook them together at some point. And I just twisted the two ends together to make them one continuous piece. And I'm just gonna keep on gluing. A tip that I learned here is to make your sharp corners unsharp for the time being while you glue the wire, and then you can really form the corners better instead of trying to bend that wire from the beginning. And once you get to the end, you can put some batteries in that battery pack and connect that to the wire. And we're shining, 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 yeah. Do you remember those sand art kits that were like the bee's knees? I actually recently saw some being sold at Five Below. Can you imagine? You know, people say things come back in style every 20 years, and I'm really finding that that's true. So we're gonna take some inspo from that sand art and we're gonna make it a little bit more present day aesthetics. For this project, you'll need a canvas, sand, Mod Podge, and some paint. I'm going to take a piece of wax paper, you know, cover my little craft papers, looking nice and solid. And I'm just going to paint that canvas in a base color. I'm picking this beige kind of off-white color. Don't forget to paint the sides, you know? Now painting the sides is like you got your hair done and your parts are not looking straight. Now to give our sand a little, you know, seasoning, a little color, I'm gonna make a mint green by using some white and adding a little bit of green to it. Once I'm happy with that color, I'm gonna add some sand to it and mix that in as well. And I'm gonna throw in some Mod Podge. I'm just kind of eyeballing the measurements here, but this Mod Podge will really make our sand mixture stick to that canvas. And I'm literally just gonna paint. I really love the sand paint because it gives so much texture to an otherwise flat looking piece. I'm just painting some abstract shapes here, kind of in a boho vibe, but this sand paint really gives it some dimension. And I'm going to continue to use that one mixture and make some different colors out of it. I'm going to add more paint, more sand, more Mod Podge, and keep on going. And voila, a masterpiece. Alright, welcome back. So I'm really liking all of the projects I showed you here today, but I will say that sand painting was my favorite. I had actually done an entirely different project with sand and I lost the footage for it, but I really wasn't happy with that project. But I'm curious to know, what was your favorite project from this video? If you're feeling lucky, you can go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. And if you're not feeling lucky, I'm so sorry, but I hope to see you again in the near future. I hope everyone is staying safe out there, and as always, thanks for watching.